Alright, what's good, everybody? I'm back. Kind of sick, but um, I'll talk to you guys about Carmelo Anthony being traded to the New York Knicks. Happened earlier today. I don't think it's officially finalized yet, but he's already a Knick. They just haven't worked out the last details of the whole trade. So I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on the whole trade. I guess. Well, I guess people have been saying that the Knicks really gave up a lot just to get one player. They gave up Raymond Felton, Wilson Chandler, Dano Gallinari. Who else? I think Mozgov, whatever the hell his name was. I think a couple more guys. But I mean, at the end of the day, Carmelo Anthony, is young. He's a great player. He's gonna play really well with Amari Stoudemire. And I think this is going to open another door down the road. I think it's I think it's next year or the year after that when Darren Williams and Chris Paul are both eligible to be free agents. Now, people have been saying that if either of them go to New York, you know, and Magic Johnson actually said this today that the Knicks are going to win a championship in like the next 2 years or something like that if either of those point guards go to that team. Now, if that were to happen, I would say the Knicks would win a championship, no doubt, because Chris Paul and Jalen Williams are both great point guards, obviously, and I think they would definitely leave their teams to go play with, Amari and Carmelo, because that'll be another big three in the East if you think about it. I mean, I think I'm a diehard Celtics fan. I'm from the area. I followed the Celtics, but their window's starting to close. I mean, you figure this year, next year, and maybe the year after that. I mean, if they're lucky, but it's starting to close on them, and I'm not completely sold on the Miami Heat. Yeah, they've picked it up. It's all starting to come together, but I don't think they're going to win a championship this year. I mean, I see Boston beating them easily, just because the Celtics are so, good, like better than they were last year, and I think that Carmelo going to the Knicks is definitely going to help them get a playoff spot, no doubt. But I don't see the Knicks going deep into the playoffs. Maybe they'll get out of the first round if they're lucky. If they face the Bulls, I don't really know. I mean, the Bulls are a good team, so maybe they might not make it out of the first round. I don't know, but I see them going to the playoffs. Maybe a 6 or maybe a 7 seed, something like that. Maybe eighth. But I do think this was a really good trade. It was a three-way deal. Um, you know, they also get Chauncey Billups out of this deal, which I think that everybody just forgot. He's a good point guard. Um, I think if they keep him and get Chris Paul or Jalen Williams 2 years from now, he's definitely going to help them. But I think overall this deal really benefited the Knicks. I mean, I think the Nuggets got a lot of young talent, you know, and one other team, the Timberwolves are part of this deal when they just got Anthony Randolph and some other guy. But I mean, I don't. I mean, the Knicks really were the beneficial team out of this whole thing. They did this trade. Melo wanted out of Denver. He didn't want to be in Denver anymore, even though he said he didn't really care. You know, now that he's a Knick, you figure Chris Paul or Jalen Williams is going to go to that team. I personally rather see Chris Paul, because Chris Paul's good friends with Carmelo, and I think he would fit in great over there. I mean, Darren Williams would obviously, fit in good too, but I think if you got Chris Paul, Amari, and Carmelo on the same team, I think that's better than the Heat's big three. Call me crazy, but I just think it's just going to work better with them. I mean, I honestly think that the Heat are going to be good, but I don't think they're going to win, a championship after next year. I mean, I I don't see them winning one this year. They might win one next year if they're lucky. The year after that, if Chris Paul goes to the Knicks, I see the Knicks winning the championship. That's just my thoughts on the whole Carmelo trade. Let me know what you guys think on this. Do you guys think that if Chris Paul or Jalen Williams goes to the Knicks in 2012, do you think that big three, Amari, Carmelo, Chris Paul / Jalen Williams, will be better than the Heat's big three, LeBron, D Wade, Chris Bosh? That about covers it. Peace.